New MFR for our POIs, just straight off the presses from Sergeant Cox. Again, this is gonna be put in our POIs for the 7-level and the 3-level course. Engine management's exempt, because we taught us last course on that. Yay, our team. And then when you're done posting that, I will
Sign them.
sign your POIs, yes. All right, let's talk 7-level first. Let's go, okay. PCs, what are the new PCs? Okay, you'll see 103, where'd you run off to?
To get Lovejoy.
Okay, well, anyway. Okay, anyway, 103, I've just got done reviewing. 105, you're still working?
Yeah, and I'm gonna be asking people a lot of questions, because when I was in North Carolina, I didn't deal a lot with the time change program.
Okay,
So, I mean, it's good that I'm doing this, because I'm learning a lot, but at the same time, I wanna make sure I'm putting down accurate information.
okay.
Oh, we don't worry about that. Just get it done.
Oh, I love it.
I know you're in class. Are you in class?
Yeah, like circus
tomorrow?
family.
Are you?
Block 6.
Well,
Okay.
there'll be some folks around.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the last of it. The rest of them, if you did not already make student copies of your PCs, please do. And I know that some of them are already there, so we'll just have to go back and look at those. And the 98s as well for the, those particular courses that are performance-based. Okay, what else we got? So those are just about done. Let's go back out of there. Next thing, you're gonna be working is probably study guide, you say, or part 2?
I think it's part 2, but I'm just going based off of that schedule you sent out.
Yeah, we're still ahead of the game, but, okay, part 2's in.
Oh,
Okay.
and that Remus paper?
Yes.
Because I sent it to Russell. He's like, that's the wrong form. It's outdated. So I had to redo it again and reset it.
Yeah.
Well, I sent that to the guy down there to get access. He's like, that's the wrong form. He sent me my old one back again to refill out. So I'm like, well, the security manager told me I couldn't use that. So now Russell's got to call him. And now.
So the left hand, right hand.
So now I might have to redo the old one again. Well, it's already there. I just need you to re-sign it again and then resubmit it back to Russell.
I'll
and
have to
then,
re-sign it again too?
yeah, it's all filled out. I just need you to
Okay.
re-sign it. So.
All right, we'll just zap it to me and we'll do that. If we get through this little test bed with you, then we'll have the masses do it.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we at? 3-level? 7-level still. Did you dump that reference in the 7-level?
The new
Or is it in the 3-level?
165?
Yes.
Yep. Well, I dumped it in the master,
There's one in the 3-level and then one
go
else.
to the current, I put in that one, the current AFI's Air Force manuals, open that up, Cap. Yeah, there's a new 21-165 for combat air forces, and it's dated 23 April
There it is.
2013.
Oh, wow, it is new.
It's
So,
brand new, it just came out last month.
Brand
we
spanking.
actually
So-
found it today whenever me and Lovejoy
Yeah.
researched.
When you go to the publisher to find it, under publications, you have to type in the 21-165, because if you try to type in AFI, you'll never find it.
Oh, yeah, you have to put the number in now.
Just put the
Yeah.
number in it and it'll come up.
Thank you.
That's the one he was talking about.
Yes, so there's no
Wow,
confusion.
really?
And you give the marching ants order.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, do we know about, we got the supplement to the 101, getting rid of MOS, but are they rewriting the 101 right now?
What,
They are?
well,
And if so,
I don't know that this is
There
actually
you go.
being rewritten. The supplement that's in there does explain how it's being changed to maintenance operations. So that's what, she and I were looking at this earlier. We're gonna glean from that, and that's how we're gonna rewrite our objective for block 1, 3-level, and then we can use it the same
How are you
thing.
moving it, Mike?
And seven.
Moving the paper?
So, anyway, I'm sorry? I've not seen a draft or anything.
The L17.
Okay, well then,
do they?
checks in the mail,
release
kind
it?
of thing.
Is that the newest 101 then, 2010?
'Cause
That's the one that's
if they're gonna
current, yes.
release it right in the-
Even though there was a GM3 or 4 that talks about that maintenance operations squadron going away. So, it's just a cover letter to that, that's dated 19 April, I think.
What's up? Yeah, 19.
19 April, yeah.
Yeah, I just printed that.
So, okay, so anyway, you all know about that. What else we got? Let's get out of that for a second. Okay, the test questions for the 7 level, go to the text dot at the very top. Yes, those are, I believe those are pretty much all done, so I'll let you know when I'm gonna do a last chance on them, and then you can have them all. And those are already in the text file, so, and then there's math. What we need to do too, guys, as we're going through these blocks, if there's old material that's in there that's no longer valid, or you've already gleaned from it, get rid of it. Save it in your hard drives if you want, just for historical purposes, but I only want the current stuff in the files. So that way there's no, we're not pulling stuff or whatever, we're not confusing anybody. Because like these master copies, those are for the current test, those are ultimately gonna go away with the test comes back. But that master, I think, is a new master that we put together, so I'll have to double check that. And the measurement plan, we get rid of those, you're gonna produce that for us, and we'll dump one in there later, because I'll need one to put in my test cabinet when we're all said and done. So, all right, pop out of that, let's see. Do city guy workbook we're not done anything with yet? I think that's about it for that. Okay, let's go to the 3 level for a second. Okay, if you go to your objective statements down there, POI, 3rd one from the bottom, and scan down to 103E, I think, right there. You'll see that it's changed from maintenance operations squadron to maintenance operations. That's a minor little wordsmithing that we did. Again, we'll write to that when we talk about that objective. And then C, D, and E are basically the individual squadrons broken out. AMXS, maintenance squadron, and then operations, maintenance operations. So I've already put together the study guides and the part 2s for all these other objectives except for these 3. This is where Camila and I are going to sit down and write this down or work through this, okay? All right. That'll be based on the new guidance with 2111. All right. The rest of it should be SOP. So pop out of that. That's follows suit. Also on the PCs, for the 7 level, you guys already did this. Put that disclaimer statement in each of the PCs. Be sure we do that on the 3 level as we go too. That way it's a done deal. And then we'll also want to put in that approval for the TDE, that little box in there so they can sign off on that. So that'll, there you go. Look at you, overachiever.
Hey, can we get the red arrows pointing in?
Yeah, really. Did you get your magic marker out? Oh, God. And make sure the questions, okay.
Get out of that.
Yeah, you're ahead of me like 4 different places, but that's okay. You're in 7 level, okay. What else can I put in? Okay, text files. Let's go to the text files, I think. Just pull block 1. Okay, these are ones that I've already worked on. Again, we're missing some objectives because we're still writing those 3 objectives. So you'll see 13C through E. Those will be added in, and those will be added to the master pool as well. So they're still in work, so hopefully we'll have that done here in the next week or so. I know you're in class, but between the 2 of us, we'll get some of this stuff done. All right. Okay, let me see what else. Okay, now then, also for the block 1, Mark and Missy. Dun, dun, dun. You guys are in charge of PCs. You might want to make a note of that.
Miss C's gonna do PC.
Yeah. We've got some time to play with it. Part 2 is supposed to be Glenda and me. Glenda's out of pocket, she's not here.
She's
Okay.
with Dwayne.
She's with Dwayne, yeah. Missy and I are gonna work on the study guide, which most of it is already done, but we need to add some organizational charts in there. We'll talk about that.
Good job, Cap.
Yeah.
I missed it.
And then Big John and Miss Cropper. Well, and Glenda for that matter.
No.
I've already started working the slides.
I want everybody to enjoy the
And this
paint.
is being, we're doing which one? English?
What one?
Audio, visual, slides, whatever. Like I said, I already started working the slides.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
get with you, just let me know what.
that's what I was going with, is the slides. But again, we've got time on that, we're kind of ahead of ourselves on that, but you can start working through that stuff. Don't think you're not getting in the mix, because you are, LJ. You're
She's
just
like, maybe
giving
if
a
I
little
stay
bit of a
quiet, they
reprieve
won't
right
notice
now.
me.
So, all right, so that takes care of that. And- Okay, good to know. Okay.
I like the way you make your G's. Interesting.
Thanks.
Good.
It brings out the feminine part of it, yes. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else big that I need to talk about. I can't think of anything else. Y'all got anything you need to bring up? Okay,
No.
all right. I've drawn a blank. Okay.
I think we're doing okay. I mean,
I mean, we got till the end of the month to get block 1 done, I'm not worried about that. So, and 7 levels still moving along, so. Engine management, let's talk about engine management, man. I'm asking. Not that you haven't been teaching for the last 2 weeks, but, you know, where are we at on stuff?
Stuff.
Yes,
PC's coming up next,
okay,
and all of next week.
okay. Tester,
Tests are done, right?
done. Okay, tests are
I'm
done.
gonna use the question.
Okay, then I can start converting them over to text files, or, okay, I'll start doing that next week or tomorrow probably. Then you can get those from us. And PCs be easy enough to, you know, well, I hope so, anyway.
You know, there'll be a lot of new material.
Okay,
We'll get it in.
okay, good. All right, I can't think of anything else. A lot of this is same old hat stuff, but, you know, at least we're moving forward. All right, anything else? Missy, is there anything, I wouldn't want to disturb you.
Put your